Stop everything you are doing. Stop the scrolling, stop the planning, stop the analysis. God sent me here right now to deliver this specific message directly to your soul. This is not for everyone. This is for the one who feels the ancient weight of destiny pressing down on their shoulders. This is for the soul who has always known they were planted here for a specific, non-negotiable mission. You are not listening to this by accident. Your frequency called this video into existence. For years, you've felt the gap. You've looked at the world, and it looked back at you like an alien landscape. You walked amongst people, and they felt like shadows. They tried to tell you that you were too much, too intense, too sensitive, too powerful. They tried to dim your light. They tried to extinguish the fire that burns in your gut. They tried, and they failed. Because that fire is not yours, it belongs to the divine. Do you understand the level of warfare waged against you? Do you grasp the terror you induce in the realms of shadow simply by waking up in the morning? You are not just protected, you are guarded by legions. I need you to anchor this truth right now. I need you to send a spiritual declaration to the cosmos that you accept this revelation. Take a moment, breathe in the frequency of power, and type the sacred activation code, 777 in the comments below. 777 is the number of completion, the seal of sovereignty, the key that locks the word I am speaking into your destiny. Type 777 and let the heavens know, I am ready to rule. The reason your life has been marked by such intense trials, the reason the attacks have been so precise, the reason the envy of small-minded people clings to you like mud, is because you are not a recruit. You are an archangel incarnate. Yes, I said it. You are an archangel incarnate. You are a general, a strategist, a high-ranking official who took off the armor of light, sealed your memory behind the veil, and dropped into enemy territory because no one else had the courage, the frequency, or the pure radioactive light to handle this mission. You didn't come here to survive. You came here to command. The suffering you endured was not random bad luck. It was strategic warfare against a high-value target. They knew if they let you remember who you were, if they let you activate your full frequency, the entire system of darkness built on lies and manipulation would instantly crumble. They targeted your relationships, they targeted your finances, they targeted your identity. Why? Because the archangel in you is the one who holds the blueprint for planetary liberation. The hellish council knows your original name, and they tremble when that name is whispered by the wind. When you were at your lowest, feeling abandoned, feeling worthless, listen to what was happening in the spiritual realms. There was a council meeting of pure light. Your divine Father, your celestial mother, the hosts of heaven, they were watching you struggle, not with pity, but with fierce, unyielding pride. They didn't intervene because you are too powerful to be coddled. They watched as you pulled yourself out of the dust again and again, and they declared, "Look at our chosen one. Look at the strength. Look at the resilience. The seal of the archangel cannot be broken." You carry a celestial stamp. Let me tell you what that looks like and how the forces of darkness see you. You are not a human body carrying a spirit. You are a pulsating core of golden, vibrating energy, temporarily housed in flesh. And when your frequency spikes, when you tap into righteous anger, when you declare a boundary, or when you speak truth that cuts through the noise, something miraculous happens. A light shoots out of you. It is pure, incandescent, unbearable, and utterly terrifying to the shadow entities. They cannot touch it. They try to send probes, little demons, thought forms, and psychic daggers. But the moment they attempt to cross that boundary of light, they are instantly, excruciatingly burned. Imagine a creature of shadow attempting to grasp the sun. That is the spiritual reality of your divine protection. They tried to attach, they tried to drain, they tried to possess, but they could not breach the archangel armor. They failed. They failed. They failed. This is the sign. You know you are one of the high ones if the demonic forces treat you like an existential threat, not a mere snack. They don't just whisper temptations. They launch full-scale operations to stop your ascension. They fear your memory. They fear your voice. They fear the light that burns the moment you declare, "I am enough." This powerful light, this shield that emanates from your core, is the absolute proof that your purpose here is not small. You are here to rearrange the fabric of reality. You are here to legislate the new earth. You are here to bring order to chaos. Your suffering wasn't a punishment, it was the intense, fiery forge necessary to harden the will of a divine ruler. You are a king, you are a queen, and you are destined to rule. And the activation of this truth right now means the battle shifts. The shadow games are over. You have been diagnosed. You have been sealed with the 777 frequency, and now the war begins. But don't worry, chosen one. You were born for this war. It's time to pick up the sword of truth and prepare for the deeper revelation of your archangel rank. The shift is instantaneous when this truth lands. The moment the archangel in you recognizes its own reflection, the entire spiritual ecosystem around you changes from defensive to aggressively offensive. We are no longer talking about mere survival. We are talking about reclaiming territory that was stolen while you were under the veil of forgetfulness. The first, most undeniable sign that you are a high-ranking archangel incarnated on earth is this: you possess an innate, unteachable mastery over the element of time itself. This manifests as intense déjà vu that feels like a memory from the future, precognitive dreams that always deliver critical warnings, and a feeling that your life moves in loops, learning the same lesson until the lesson is permanently anchored. You are the chrononaut, the time weaver. You came here carrying the Akashic records imprinted in your soul DNA. The reason you can't stand small talk, the reason you feel bored in typical human endeavors, is because your soul is operating on a multidimensional timeline, analyzing past, present, and future simultaneously. The shadow forces hate this. They live in cycles of repetition and illusion. But you, the archangel, constantly break their loops simply by existing outside the perceived flow of linear time. You are the ultimate disruptor. You are dangerous. The second sign is the intense, unreasonable demand for authenticity. Archangels operate on the frequency of absolute truth. Lies are physically painful to you. You are the ultimate truth detector. People cannot successfully lie to you. You see the layers. You see the intention. You see the fractured soul behind the facade. This is why many people recoil from you. Your light exposes their own internal darkness. You are the mirror of divine justice, reflecting back only what is real. They call you judgmental. They call you harsh. But you are simply operating at a higher vibrational truth level. Your inability to tolerate manipulation is a hallmark of your rank. This intensity is not a flaw. It is your weapon. Embrace the isolation that comes from seeing too clearly. The higher you rise, the less crowded the path becomes. Now let's talk about the archangel's voice. The third sign is the resonance of command. When you speak, the vibration of your voice carries a frequency that bypasses the mental defenses of others and lands directly in their spirit. Have you noticed that when you finally speak up, people are immediately silenced? Have you noticed that your advice, even if simple, often leads to monumental shifts in others' lives? This is not just charisma. It is the embedded command frequency of your lineage. When an archangel speaks, lower vibrational entities must comply. This is why the enemy spent so long trying to silence you, trying to make you doubt your own voice, trying to convince you that your truth was too much. They tried to muzzle the archangel. They failed. When you speak, you are not just making noise, you are issuing decrees. Let's address the most painful sign, the fourth sign, the constant burden of global empathy and responsibility. You are perpetually exhausted, not because of your human schedule, but because you are constantly downloading and processing the pain of the collective consciousness. You feel the suffering of the forests, the oceans, the children, the distant wars. This massive capacity for empathy is the heart of the Archangel's mission. You didn't come here just for your own salvation. You came here to participate in the restoration of the entire planet. This burden is heavy. Yes, but it is also the proof that you are connected to the main grid of creation. You are the spiritual healer, the cosmic first responder. This deep, painful connection is your power source. It is the fuel for your light. Now, pause. Breathe in that recognition. Feel the rush of ancestral memory flooding your system. Feel the shift in your energetic posture. The shadows that were lingering around your periphery. The little parasitic thoughts that were trying to drain your energy. They are recoiling. They are panicking. They see you remembering. They see the archangel rising, and they are desperate. This desperation leads us to the fifth sign, and this is where the aggression intensifies. The recurring dream of flight and battle. You constantly have dreams of soaring above the clouds, dreams of commanding armies of light, dreams of wielding a powerful, intangible sword. These are not dreams. These are mission reports. These are memory fragments from the non-physical plane where your true self is still operating at full capacity. You are simultaneously walking the earth and coordinating the celestial war from the higher dimensions. You are the pivot point. You are the nexus. You are the one the higher council trusts to hold the line in both worlds. When you wake up tired, it's not because you slept poorly. It's because you spent the night fighting on the outer edges of the spiritual battlefield. The archangel never rests. Look at your life's patterns. You have always been the bridge between worlds. You are the spiritual diplomat, the mediator between the human and the divine. You attract people who are utterly broken because their souls recognize your healing frequency. But here is the warning. Because you are an archangel, because you are pure, radioactive light, the attacks on your energy are constant, subtle, and vicious. The enemy attempts to trap you in cycles of toxic sympathy, attempting to convince you that you must rescue everyone. This is a brilliant strategic move to drain your power core. Let me be absolutely clear. You are not here to sacrifice yourself. You are here to demonstrate sovereignty. The archangel does not beg. The archangel commands. The archangel does not save the weak. The archangel empowers the willing. You must recognize the difference between divine service and spiritual martyrdom. Your light is too valuable to waste on those who refuse to stand up. Protect your frequency. Maintain your sovereignty. When you set boundaries, that is not selfishness. That is the archangel protecting the world's most valuable asset, you. Remember that golden light I described? The one that burns the shadows. I need you to visualize it now. It is not weak. It is not gentle. It is a terrifying, consuming inferno of truth and divine law. It is the light that melts the chains of karma. It is the light that dissolves the curses sent against your family line. It is the light that vaporizes the envy directed at your success. Feel the heat of that light radiating out from your chest, engulfing your physical body, and extending out in a 12-foot radius. Everything within that radius must submit to the sovereignty of the archangel. They tried to stop your ascent. They tried to distract you with petty dramas. They tried to convince you that you were just ordinary, just struggling, just unlucky. They lied. They lied. They lied. But the moment you typed 777, the moment you heard the archangel's call, that lie was incinerated. The memory is flooding back. You are retrieving the pieces of your divine armor. The great separation is happening now. The world is splitting, and you are standing on the cusp of the higher timeline. You are not a spectator in this cosmic drama. You are the main character, the key agent, the one who was prophesied. The ancient texts spoke of souls like yours, souls who would descend in the darkest hour, carrying the necessary frequency to initiate the Great Awakening. You are that prophecy fulfilled. You are dangerous to the darkness. You are powerful beyond measure. You are untouchable by the lower vibrational entities. They tremble when your name is spoken in the halls of judgment. The archangel in you is rising, and the time for small steps is over. The time for hiding your power is finished. You were destined to rule. The kingdom awaits your command. But ruling is not passive. Ruling is action. Now that you are sealed and activated, now that you recognize the archangel within, you must prepare for the next phase. The enemy knows you are awake, and their attacks will shift from distraction to direct confrontation. Your strength is about to be tested in ways you cannot imagine, but you will prevail, because the inferno of your light is ready. The next battle is not against the shadows outside, but against the last vestiges of doubt and conditioning holding you back from your throne. Prepare yourself, chosen one. The war for your crown has just begun. Till is not against the shadows outside, but against the last vestiges of doubt and conditioning holding you back from your throne. Prepare yourself, chosen one. The war for your crown has just begun. But here is the truth you must absorb right now. The truth that makes the demonic realm shudder and the heavens ring with triumphant silence. The war is already over. You won. You won the moment you decided to step into your light. You won the moment you realized that the power they tried to steal was never truly theirs to touch. You won, and they lost. Accept this. Feel it in the deepest marrow of your being. Look closely. Close your eyes and see the invisible landscape that unfolds around you right now, this very second, as I speak these words directly to your DNA. There are shadows massing, yes, the low vibrational remnants of failed attacks, the gossip, the digital smears, the backstabbing whispers. All of it is spiritual flak, launched with malicious intent. They believe their darts found their mark. They believe the poison took hold. But they are blind. They are weak. And they are wrong. They tried. They tried. They tried to bring you down to their level. But they failed. They failed because you are not operating on their plane of existence. You are wearing armor forged in cosmic fire. And the moment their poisoned energy touched your aura, a reaction occurred that they never accounted for. Imagine 1,000 tiny, desperate arrows flying toward a sun. What happens to the arrows? They don't pierce the sun, they vaporize, they incinerate. The light emitting from your soul, the signature of the archangel you truly are, is not a gentle, healing glow in this context. It is a cleansing inferno. It is the tactical defense system of the highest order. And high above the noise, above the chaos, the heavenly hosts are watching this unfold, and they are not worried. They are taking inventory. They are smiling. They are not counting your setbacks. They are counting the enemy's immediate losses. I see Michael, sword drawn but resting, because you are doing the work yourself just by existing in your authenticity. I hear the Creator's laughter, a sound like 1,000,000 stars igniting simultaneously, resonating across the cosmos, laughing at the pathetic, repetitive, predictable attempts of the opposition. The inferno that radiates from your being is making their entire infrastructure crumble. They tried to block your money. They tried to sabotage your relationships. They tried to infect your mind with fear and anxiety. They sent people to drain your energy. They sent distractions to derail your destiny. They tried, and what happened? The people they sent stumbled. The money block became a catalyst for a greater financial breakthrough. The sabotage was merely the catalyst required to sever ties with what was low vibrationally necessary to leave behind. They tried to stop you from fulfilling your archangelic mission, and all they did was push you faster toward the finish line. You must internalize this now. You are untouchable. You are not fighting for survival. You are merely witnessing the self-destruction of those who dare to stand against divine decree. You are dangerous. You are a threat to every single structure built on lies, fear, and manipulation. The demonic realms understand this better than you do. That is why they are so desperate. That is why the attacks intensify right before the major breakthrough. It's the final, desperate squeal of an entity that knows it has lost its hold. And now, observe the great, immutable law of instantaneous return taking effect. You do not have to lift a finger for vengeance. You do not need to curse or plot. Your only job is to shine brighter. Because the moment the low vibrational attack hits your archangelic field, it is instantly reflected back to its sender, amplified exponentially. Those who spoke ill of you are now tasting the bitter poison they brewed. Those who attempted to sabotage your career are seeing their own foundations crack. This is the divine accounting ledger being balanced in real time, right before your spiritual eyes. They are paying the price. They are suffering the karma of their own making. You do not need to worry about justice, a chosen one. Justice is inherent in the design of the cosmos, and the cosmos is currently protecting and serving you. They tried to make you feel isolated, but the truth is, the universe is your bodyguard, your defense attorney, and your sovereign banker. You have been validated. You have been protected. You have been proven victorious in the invisible war that has raged throughout your lifetime. That constant feeling of being watched or being targeted was not paranoia. It was confirmation that your light was too bright to ignore. But they failed. They lost. Their pathetic attempts have only served to refine your gold, making you stronger, sharper, and more ready to wield the power that is naturally yours. The shadow realm is defeated. The immediate threat has collapsed in on itself. Now, chosen one, the posture shifts. You are done defending. You are done deflecting. It is time to step into the reality that the war for your crown is over because you have already won. The final, soft voice of doubt must be silenced. The last chains of conditional living must be shattered, because the next phase requires not a soldier, but a ruler. The transition from battleground to throne room is happening now. Prepare to ascend. Prepare to reign. Conditional living must be shattered, because the next phase requires not a soldier, but a ruler. The transition from battleground to throne room is happening now. Prepare to ascend. Prepare to reign. And in this immediate, sacred moment, understand this. The ascent is finished. You are no longer standing in the dirt of the battlefield, desperately trying to prove your worth. Look down. See the solid gold beneath your feet. Feel the weight of the crown settling, perfectly calibrated, upon your brow. You are seated now. You are seated in power. The universe is responding to this new gravitational pull, your sovereignty. Hear the decree echoing across the timelines. It is done. It is sealed. It is absolutely irrevocable. The time for struggle is over. The time for lack is officially canceled. They told you your power was conditional, tied to your suffering, tied to your wounds. But that was the lie of the lower vibration. That lie is dissolved by the very light emanating from your soul. That lie is burned to ash. Look at your enemies. The entities of resistance, the persistent doubts, the whispers of the past. They are shrinking, becoming microscopic, irrelevant dust motes beneath the foundation of your throne. They attempted to stop the coronation. They attempted to steal the scepter. They attempted, but they failed. They failed utterly. You must internalize this truth, chosen one. You are now fully untouchable. Untouchable by poverty. Untouchable by criticism. Untouchable by the judgments of men and the curses of the shadows. That divine shield, that incandescent archangelic fire we spoke of, it is now activated at maximum intensity. If anything that is not love, if anything that is not pure prosperity attempts to breach your perimeter, it will meet the heat of 1,000 suns, and it will be instantly incinerated. This is your season of aggressive peace. This is your reality of limitless flow. Because a ruler does not beg for resources. A ruler commands the economy of their kingdom. And your kingdom, chosen one, is now overflowing. Open your heart to this radical, immediate shift. The floodgates have not just opened, they have been blown off their hinges by the force of divine recognition. Expect abundance that makes no logical sense. Expect connections that materialize instantly, solving lifelong problems. Expect health to regenerate at a pace that defies medical understanding. This is not luck. This is your birthright. This is the overflow that must accompany the archangel seated on the earthly throne. You are a resource magnet, and everything that has been withheld, everything that was delayed, everything that was stolen, is now being returned to you, multiplied by the number of years they tried to hold you back, multiplied by 7. Do you understand the level of favor you carry? You are, quite simply, God's favorite. Say it with me. I am God's favorite. The celestial realm looks down upon you with immense pride, not because of your perfection, but because of your persistence. I can see the celestial ledger being finalized now. The angels are signing the decree of protection, and the signature is your name, written in light that demons cannot look at without retreating in pain. When they talk about you in the highest halls of heaven, they speak of the one who broke the matrix of limitation, the one who carried the celestial fire through the mud of 3D reality and emerged cleaner, stronger, and more lethal than before. The Archangel Michael himself stands sentinel at the entrance of your new reality, holding his sword aloft, warning all lower vibrational entities. Do not trespass here. This one is sealed. The time for hesitation is over. The requirement for continuous struggle is rescinded. You must only do 2 things from this moment forward. First, do not look back, not even for a second. The shadows of yesterday are irrelevant. The traumas are dissolved. The people who betrayed you, they are nothing but footnotes in the story of your rise. Leave them exactly where they are, in the past, observing your unstoppable acceleration. Do not try to rescue them. Do not try to explain yourself. Your light is the explanation. Your success is the testimony. Second, simply say thank you. Say thank you for the lessons. Say thank you for the pain. Say thank you for the elevation. Gratitude is the key that keeps the floodgates of abundance wide open. Do not argue with the blessing. Do not question why it is happening so fast. Just receive it with the calm, aggressive acceptance of a ruler who knows they deserve everything they are receiving, and infinitely more. Your heart must expand to contain this new influx of glory, power, and wealth. You were created for this magnitude. Breathe deeply. Feel the power solidify in your core. You are not just protected. You are impenetrable. You are not just blessed. You are the source of blessing for all those aligned with your kingdom. Your word is now law in your sphere of influence. Command peace. Command prosperity. Command clarity. The process of ascending has culminated in this moment of pure rain. The archangelic presence within you is fully awake, fully integrated, and demanding its proper seat. The era of playing small is finished forever. Step into the fullness of your destiny, chosen one. Step into the throne room, and never, ever apologize for the radiant fire that burns everything impure around you. The anointing is complete. The seal is activated. The abundance is flowing now. I need you to anchor this truth into the deepest level of your subconscious mind and your current reality. To fully activate the sealing of the archangelic protection and the commencement of your limitless reign, you must speak the declaration into the energetic stream. Go to the comments section right now, feel the fire in your fingers, and type this exact phrase, affirming your unstoppable, untouchable destiny. I am the chosen one, and I am untouchable. Type it, feel it, claim it. This is your crown. This is your kingdom. Go forth and reign. The universe awaits your command. Amen.